Wow, episode 527. But that's not why I'm saying wow. I'm saying wow because the mainstream media machine, the attack machine, was just so quick on this one. I'm sure everybody's heard the song Richmond, North of Richmond by Oliver Anthony. Well, this song is an incredible song. I call it almost like a war cry of the working class, of people who feel downtrodden, of the unheard people in the world, in America right now. And as soon as this song came out, great song, soon as this song came out, giving everybody chills, the mainstream media machine just straight up attacked it. Now, in this video, what I'm going to show you is, I'm going to show you the song. I'm going to show you a recent performance that he did, which characterizes what kind of man he is. And then I'm going to show you a video of what he wants from people moving forward. And it's not quite what you think. He's not looking for the glitz and glamour and money. He actually has a request for people to use this song in a certain way and move forward in a certain way, which is really touching in my opinion, because a lot of people would just, try to monopolize as much as possible once they have a song going like this. But he has a real request for the people of America and how he wants to see them go forward. Then also I'm going to show you the various nonsensical attacks that have been brought upon this man for speaking for the people. And that's how it works. I've talked about this before, the attack within. That's how it works. And that's how you know it's real. Because when people stand up for the people, they get attacked. They get thrown all sorts of different brandings. And he's gotten everything so far except racist. And I'm going to show you that as well. And if the racism, expect the racism, that's what's going to come next. They're going to brand him as a racist somehow. Not sure how, but before that even happens, I'm standing with this guy right away. I'm just going to say that right now. I think this guy's great. Before I show you all that, of course, I have to bring you to the store. I am CoachColin.com. We got the Public Enemy #1 t-shirts. You know who Public Enemy #1 is. Some people are like, I don't know who that guy is. Well, I say it time and time again, because I don't want you to just go and get the shirt willy-nilly. I want you to actually know about this guy. Google Agenda 2030. Google the World Economic Forum. Google you will own nothing and be happy. Google those things and see who comes up. And even if you don't see the man himself, Google what those things are about. I would value that more than you getting the shirt. Please. We also have the Certified Pureblood t-shirt for those of you that survived the pandemic, stood by your morals and your values, and we're not submitted to peer pressure, basically, because that's what they tried with everybody. And also the original, the incredible Soul Not For Sale shirt. All of that's available on IamCoachColin.com, and even more if you go on the shirt on the website. We have t-shirts for men and women, tank tops, men and women, hoodies, just like this. And if you want 10% off of anything you see, I got you. Just put in the discount code IamCoachColin. That gets you 10% off. Now remember, it's all one word, all capital letters, one L in the name Colin, and you get 10% off. And if you've already chosen to do that with us, thank you so much. You are very, very, very appreciated. Now let's get into some clips. Let's see, what do we have first here? Oh, let's go with this. The first marking of a far-right extremist. You know the old hallmark. Reading the Bible and getting emotional while you do it.
Before we start singing, and I mean we, because I hope y'all are going to be singing too. I just had something I felt compelled to share with you. This is in Psalm 37, 12 through 20. The wicked plot against the righteous and gnash their teeth at them, but the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming. The wicked draw the sword and bend the bow, to bring down the poor and needy, to slay those whose ways are upright. But their swords will pierce their own hearts, and their bows will be broken. Better the little that have righteousness than the wealth of many wicked. For the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The blameless spend their days under the Lord's care, and their inheritance will endure forever. In times of disaster, they will not wither. In days of famine, they will have plenty. But the wicked will perish. Though the Lord's enemies are like the flowers of the field, they will be consumed, and they will go up in smoke.
Great guy, man. So that's how he decided. This performance happened just a day or two ago. And what I love about that performance, the Bible verse, of course, but even more so the fact that he mentioned that he was just at this farmer's market, because that's where he is right now. He's at a farmer's market, the most lit farmer's market I've ever seen in my life. And he performed for 20 people. You know, I really love that. Just in June, too. Just in June, he was performing the same songs for 20 people. And now there is thousands. Apparently there is a traffic jam to get to this man at this farmer's market. So amazing. Just amazing. And I'm sure the vendors there were psyched too. Could you imagine that many people? That many opportunities to sell jam? That's what my wife gets, at least. All right, let's go into this next clip. This is the actual performance. For those of you that haven't heard the song, this isn't the full song, but it's part of it, and I like it even more because it's in front of people and they're into it, as they should be. This song is, I think, going to be one of the most impactful songs of 2023. Actually, the most impactful. There hasn't been any this impactful. I mean, Try That in a Small Town caused an uproar, but this song is like, this is getting into people's hearts, you know? And it shows, you know, when things give you chills and everybody unites over something like this, it shows that the people are starved for someone to speak these words. You know, it's the same reason I get pumped when I hear Joe Rogan speak against the establishment, or Russell Brand, or Tucker Carlson, because it's like I wanna scream those things into so many people's ears, but I can't. And when somebody has the ability and they do, it's beautiful. Let's get it.
And are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Lord, it is living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, cause the rich men north of Richmond. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Oh man, I love that song. Whew, man, I tell you, when I was working all sorts of jobs, grocery stores, and just hating myself, going to the washroom to cry, and this is exactly what was running through my mind and my heart. I got another clip here. Man, great words. Great words that really need to be said for everybody. You know, that's exactly how I felt for so long going through life. Hence the shirt. No more of that. Period. Okay, I got another clip here, And this is him talking about what he wants to see happen going forward and just his thoughts on the world, which I really wanted to show people because a lot of people keep doing a reaction on the song, and that's great. And I'm going to make sure there's a link in the description for you guys. But, you know, I always value hearing the thoughts of the men behind these amazing songs. So I'm really happy that he's doing like a vlog type of thing for people to actually connect with him more so. So let's get to that. Let's go.
But humans have the ability to possess such overwhelming compassion. And it seems like we've really let ourselves focus too much on hate. I mean, humans can manifest wicked amounts of hate. We've seen it all throughout world history. Even in the last 150, 200 years. I mean, just some of the atrocities, the genocides, the war. We live in an era where we have everything. You know, there were wars fought over spices. Like, people died over spices. And now we can sit on the couch and we can order whatever spice we want from the comfort of our phone and the air conditioning. But we still want to fight. We still want to hate each other. We want to find reasons to hate each other. And I'm no Dr. Phil, but I just feel that in this moment in time, when so many people are feeling the same frustrations, it would be wonderful to capitalize on that and just use that positive energy to help other people in your life, maybe people that are different than you, people that you wouldn't normally connect with. I can tell you from my experience in the jobs I've had and all the people I've talked to, everyone has a really interesting story if you just give them the time to talk. And it's easy to walk down the sidewalk by somebody and look down at the ground, look at your phone. But that really is a big part of the problem. We're all so disconnected from each other. We need to find a way to take this energy from this anomaly of a song, from this stupid guy that, I mean, look, I appreciate the compliments, but I'm not a good musician. I hardly know my way around the guitar. My singing's okay. That's not what made this. It's you and the struggles in your life.
In 2 miles,
that's what's made this
take the
what it is.
interchange on the right.
Find a way to start fixing those problems. Find a way to start having good conversations with people that live around you. That's all I want out of this.
Man, great guy. Great guy. And great song. Again, link in the description. Man. So now, of course, from everything you've seen, of course, the mainstream media hears all of this, sees all of this, and says, you know what? Let's attack this person. Which is really weird. It's just like Jason Aldean's song, man. You hear a bunch of stuff about crime and criminals and people doing wrong and protesters, and you see images that have white people and black people and different races, all sorts, and then all of a sudden you're just like, hey, you know what? This is attacking black people. You're talking about carjackings? I know what this is. You're attacking the black community. Right? They're the only people that do that. And it's the same type of thing with the attacks that are happening to him right now, because it's so crazy to think that when you hear a song, because if you don't know the whole song, he addresses people, welfare, taxes, talking about how the dollar's taxed to no end, which is true. He addresses, wishing that people he talks about minors. He's like, I wish they would look after minors instead of like taking minors to an island. So he's basically addressing the Epstein situation. Talks about a bunch of different things. And somehow the mainstream machine hears that and goes, I feel attacked. Let's go at this guy. It's really, really telling, in my opinion. But I mean, you're seeing the first title here. Right-wing influencers just found their new favorite country song. Like, let's go another title. Viral right-wing anthem by country singer Oliver Anthony branded offensive and fat-phobic. Richmond, north of Richmond, hitmaker Oliver Anthony has gone viral with right-wing pugnance. How an obscure country artist, this is NBC too, or is it ABC? No, NBC. How an obscure country artist's viral song became a conservative anthem. As if this is not something that all people can identify with. Is Oliver Anthony the new Jason Aldean? Some folks think he's an industry plant. So now they're trying to say that he's fake in some articles. And this guy, somebody did an interview with him. He's dead center politically. He doesn't even identify as like right wing. So it's like these attacks are just like very unjust, man. And then I'll just take a quick quote from something that he said here. He goes, when he's addressing the Epstein stuff, I think one of the worst things a human can do is take advantage of a child. He added, I can't begin to conceptualize what has to happen to someone in order for them to think that that's okay. I drew a line on being quiet when I started seeing that becoming normalized, and I'll leave it at that. And then he also goes on to say, let me just pull this down for you guys. He goes on to say, the last part of the song, it touches on people offing themselves, mental health, depression. There's no reason why young people in this country should be offing themselves at the rates that they are. There's obviously a problem people don't talk about in this country, epidemic happening in this country, homelessness, drug use, skilled labor, lack of skilled labor. These aren't problems. These are symptoms of a bigger universal problem. It's common sense, but we don't talk about it enough. Just really good things. And this one, the most surprising attack I saw, was just recently on Twitter. This guy comes forward, says, it brings me no pleasure to report that the Richmond, north of Richmond guy's playlist is public and he thinks Jewish people are responsible for 9/11. And then the person brings up these videos, which one of them's this is Andrew Huberman talking about testosterone and free will. But you know, it's just some videos that he watched, which my response, because he actually did comment on this. He said, that's fascinating. What about the chip video? So there's probably a video that he's watching about about implants and whatnot. So this guy's on a truth type of thing, you know? He's looking into truth. Like, why not? You know, you watch a video, what's the big deal? And my thing was, how do you know he didn't watch those videos and just completely disagree with them? How do you know he didn't watch those videos and he was absolutely disgusted? The reason that there's no consideration for that is because these are attacks. The attack machine is after him. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know, fat phobic, offensive, you know, right wingers. And you have to understand, again, the attack within. This is happening because the reason that they're branding this as right wing is because if there's a bunch of people right now that are into this song, right? Let's say they're all right leaning. Okay, let's say like I'm far right leaning, whatever. There's a whole section of people that they're trying to have stay away from this song, that they're trying to have not get inspired by this song. So when they brand it as right wing, when they're saying, oh, Matt Walsh likes it and Joe Rogan likes it, it's almost like let's use some social justice language right now. It's like a dog whistle. You ever heard that term where you dog whistle something? That's basically what they're doing. They're trying to brand it as that, so everybody who's on the opposite side looks at it and goes, oh, that's not something I want to be associated with. Matt Walsh, Joe Rogan shared it. Oh, it's definitely not up my alley then. They're trying their hardest to make sure that everyone doesn't get inspired by this song. I keep saying it. I'm talking about it more recently, but there is an attack within. And when you see somebody like this gentleman make a song that's so authentic, so pure, and just so spot on, and the first thing that happens within a few days, not inquiring into who he is, not checking into him as a person, not calling him up for interviews. Let's see who this guy is, where he stands in the world, what he actually thinks about. Instead of doing any of that, it's straight to attacks. That's how you know there is an attack going on within. Right now, it's happening within. There's even somebody that posted like, hey, just so you know, the platform he has the most followers on is TikTok, as to suggest he's some kind of Chinese plant. That's why he's so big on TikTok. It's extraordinary how fast they moved on this one. They moved as quickly on him as they would on Joe Rogan. And this guy's basically just an unknown guy. Probably mid-30s, maybe early 30s. And they're already doing this. So, like I said before, watch out for the next accusation. It's going to be racism, of course. And I'm telling you, listen to this song. I've been listening to it every day for almost a week now in my shower. It goes Anthony first, Oliver Anthony first, then Luke Combs. Then there's a song called Chasing You that I love to listen to. And then it circles back to Oliver again. And then by then I'm getting out and I'm drying myself off. But it's an incredible song. Link in the description again. And as always, like the video if you haven't already. It's down there somewhere. You know it is. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And don't let them deceive you. Don't let them deceive you. Because that's what stuff like this is. I know most of the people who watch this already know. But if you're someone who is unfamiliar with the attack within, I implore you to open your eyes to see how quickly the machine will snap at people, will attack people. And when they do attack them, don't look at that as a beacon of who to stay away from. Look at that as a beacon of who to inquire into and make your own decisions. Other than that, I am out.